How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some ghost sightings that are starting to freak the internet out. But as always, before we dive into these fascinating stories, remember to hit that subscribe button for more scary content just like this. In 1983, Karen Collett rode the London Underground with her nephew on an afternoon outing. While on the Bakerloo line, Collett took a number of photos of her nephew sitting on the train, smiling. She thought nothing of the snaps at the time other than a cute way to remember the day. However, when she later had the photos developed, something strange was apparent in one of the pictures. Here you can see Collett's nephew holding a camera, smiling. Strangely, in the background is a stylized image of a seated man with electricity shooting out his fists. The train was speeding through a tunnel at the time and there was no advertising on the rear wall of the cabin. Collett was at a loss to explain the image. At the time, the photo caused quite a stir, so much so that it caught the attention of paranormal investigator Maurice Grosse, who gained notoriety for his involvement in the Enfield poltergeist case in 1977. Grosse carefully studied the image and found a number of bizarre details. Firstly, it was determined that it was highly unlikely that the image was manipulated. Robert Cox from the National Museum of Photography, Film and Television noted that specialized equipment would be needed to pull off such an image in the early 1980s. Grosse continued to investigate the photo and discovered a match for the image of the seated man seen in the window. It was an almost exact copy of a figure on display at the time in Madame Tussauds Chamber of Horrors exhibit in London. The man is Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German-born carpenter. In 1932, he was convicted of the abduction and murder of 20-month-old Charles Lindbergh Jr. It became known as the crime of the century. Hauptmann denied his involvement in the case to the very end when he was executed in 1936, put to death in the electric chair. Here's a comparison of Madame Tussauds' waxwork and the reflection in the London Underground. The two images were found to be identical, except for the stylized bolts of electricity shooting out of his fists in the London Underground image. Theories at the time suggested Tussauds must have used the wax figure as advertising and posted the image in the London Underground. However, records indicate that the image was never used in marketing throughout its entire showing. To make this story even more mysterious, another strange incident happened to Collett sometime later. Months after the London Underground image was taken, Collett went to visit a psychic medium with a friend. While Colette's friend sat for her reading, the medium left the room and approached Collett. She said it was urgent that she talk about her photo. This is what the medium said. "It's about your photo. I just want you to know," the man said, "I'm accused of something I didn't do, but I did something else." While the message is cryptic, Hauptmann insisted he was innocent even in the minutes that led to his execution. This eerie set of events has continued to baffle anyone who investigates the incident. In 2005, the BBC aired a program called The Ghosts on the Underground, which featured interviews with Collett, Robert Cox and Grosse. But even after the BBC completed their investigation, the incident remains a complete mystery. In December 2020, TikToker DM Wesley began experiencing something strange in his home. Over a period of several weeks, he started hearing mysterious noises around the house. It got so persistent that he began trying to capture it on camera to share with the internet. After some days, he finally managed to capture the noise on camera. Take a look.
Okay, so I'm literally home alone. Listen to how loud and aggressive it is.
He's allegedly home alone, yet loud knocks can be heard at the door.
Literally home alone. Listen to how loud and aggressive it is.
In this second clip, we can see it happening again.
Okay, so I'm trying to get ready for bed. And there's another one.
This time, he tries knocking back.
Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You
In the third clip, we see the uploader awoken from a nap by the intense banging yet again.
So it's literally 3 in the afternoon, and it's been happening more during the day, and it's just not even scary. It's just...
There's clearly no one around.
To be completely honest, I can't take this anymore.
This series of videos went viral, with thousands of viewers intrigued by the eerie events. Naturally, hundreds of comments poured in trying to solve the mystery. Here's the TikToker answering one of the most common questions.
So I get this comment a lot, so I'm just going to show you right above the door. So here's the door frame, and right above it, there is no attic, just a smoke detector and a vent. And since I know people are going to ask, this is the closet right outside the room, no attic there.
Some viewers suggested installing a camera outside the door to see if you can gather any footage that might explain what's going on. As it stands, this is an ongoing mystery. There's regular updates on the account, which we'll link to in the description box below. It's well worth checking out.
It's so Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You
No one likes being woken up by strange noises around their home. YouTube user Ziggy09 managed to capture this exact situation on tape, making viewers double check their rooms before bedtime. In the video, we can see a person sleeping in a dark room. The person tosses and turns before getting up and turning on the light in the room. Watch what happens. As you can see, a strange figure appears in the window. The curtain on the right-hand side of the window inside the house moves slightly at the same time. Whatever it is just outside the window, it lingers for a few moments before disappearing. The individual returns and looks out the window for a few seconds. He then turns off the lights and gets back into bed. Later, more noises are heard. Take a look at what happens. This time, something white appears in the window. Unfortunately, this clip was filmed on a mouldy potato more than 10 years ago, so we're not able to get a clear view of what it is that's lurking outside the window. So just what is tapping at the window and waking this person up? Perhaps we'll never know. TikToker Megs Loves Ya seems to have caught something eerie on their home security system. In the first of a series of videos, we see footage shot from the security camera of the TikToker's front door. Take a look. We can see what looks to be a transparent figure jogging along the road in the early morning hours. In the second clip uploaded by the TikToker, she's zoomed in on the original footage. Here we can see that the figure's body does indeed seem transparent, though the figure's face looks more solid. In the last clip, the TikToker shares footage of her daughter running outside of her home to prove that she shows up solid on film. We can see that the daughter does indeed have a more solid form. After this, in the same clip, we can see footage of a car driving by the home. proving that objects show up clearly on the camera as well. There were tons of suggestions from other TikTok users on what this could be. Some believed that the ghostly figure looked the way they did due to dark clothing, or perhaps they were wearing reflective exercise wear. Others, though, thought that this was actually a ghost. They suggested it could be the spirit of a jogger who died on this very stretch of road. Although there's no evidence to suggest this footage continues to intrigue viewers. Ghost Stalkers Paranormal Investigations are a group of supernatural researchers operating out of North Carolina. They regularly travel to some of the most haunted places in the United States in the hopes of capturing evidence of otherworldly happenings. However, this next clip happened a little closer to home, when they captured something strange in the back of a video of their son dancing. Take a look. While it's a little hard to make out at first, something appears to zip past the dancing child. The YouTuber believes that their house is active with spirits. They claim that a number of young children haunt their home. One in particular is a notorious entity they've dubbed Anna. The YouTuber believes that this is proof that Anna's spirit is lingering in the home. Could it be that their young son has befriended ghostly Anna? Or is there another way to explain this strange sighting? Love to hear your theories in the comments section down below. Before we take a look at an eerie image taken in a bar, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
Please, Kellett keeps me in the basement and forces me to do these voiceovers. Help me.
Some believe that loved ones who have passed away will visit from time to time. It's a comforting thought, though it's very rare to have actual proof of this happening. Reddit user bbeckers78 may have been able to experience just this situation, and shared a photo as proof. In the photo, we see three people posing together in a bar setting. In the background, directly above the woman in the middle, is what appears to be a blurry, slightly transparent figure. The figure resembles a woman smiling at the camera. Next to her, on the left, is a very bright orange light. The Redditor who posted this picture insisted that there was no one behind the group when the photo was taken, as he and his friends were the last people in the bar that night. Moreover, he claims that the orange light was not a bar light, and that it seemed to have appeared with the woman. He believes that the woman is the ghost of his mother, who passed away. Most other Redditors seem not to believe the photo, guessing that someone could have easily popped up in the background as a kind of photobomb. They blamed the woman's transparency and the bright light as the result of a shaky hand taking the picture. Still, there are a small group of Redditors who thought the original poster should have the right to believe that this is his mum. If it brings him comfort, it may just be best to let this Redditor have this moment. If you want to see some more scary ghost sightings caught on camera, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a massive scary playlist there you can binge on for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below or smash that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.